Hello students, so in this video we will solve question number 6 from May 2024 P3 paper. So let's get started. So basically question number 6, it's from calculus part of P3. The first part consists of differentiation and the second part is from integration. Okay, so let's see what they have asked in question number 6. So you can see at first there is a figure 3, it's given. You can see there is a shaded part R that is between a curve C, it's between a curve and it's between a curve and a straight line L and the x-axis. Okay, so at first figure 3 shows a sketch of part of the curve with equation y equals to square root of 4x minus 7. The line L shown in figure 3 is the normal. It's what? The key point is what? It's the normal. Okay. So normal to the curve at the point P85. Okay. So the line you can see on the figure 3, it is a normal to the curve at point P. Okay. Now the question asked at part A, use calculus to show that an equation of L is 5x plus 2y minus 50 equals to 0. Okay. So we have to find out the equation of line L. So since the question says that line L is basically the normal to the curve at point P. So since it's a normal, so let us find out the gradient of the curve at point P at first. So for that what we need to use calculus. Which part of calculus? We need to use differentiation. We will differentiate at first the equation of the curve to get its gradient function. So for x minus 7 to the power what? Half. Okay. So this is the equation, we need to differentiate it. So derivative dy over dx, we need to differentiate it using what rule? You can see that the equation of the curve, it's what? It's a composite function. So for this type of function, we use differentiation using chain rule in order to differentiate. So in chain rule, what we do? Take the power to the front, because in differentiation we multiply the coefficient by the power, and then from the power we subtract what? We subtract 1. So half minus 1 is what? Negative half. And then as a part of chain rule, we will differentiate the part within the bracket and then multiply with this half. So derivative of the part within the bracket, it's what? Only 4, right? So we got 4. So the equation for the gradient function, what we got? 2 over square root of 4x minus 7. We can write 4x minus 7. So this is the gradient function. So what we will do with this gradient function, if you put the x coordinate of point P in this gradient function, you will directly get the gradient of the curve at point P. So at P, what would be the gradient? At P, x equals to what? The value for x is, it's given in the question, it's 8. Okay. So the gradient is what? Dy over dx. The value for dy over dx is what? 2 over square root of 4 times 8, this is 32. 32 minus 7, this is 25. Square root of 25 is only 5. So we got the gradient of the tangent. It's the gradient of the curve, that is the gradient of the tangent. So what would be the gradient of the normal at that point? It's just the negative reciprocal. So we got the gradient of the tangent is 2 over 5. So gradient of the normal would be negative 5 over 2. This is the gradient of the tangent, gradient of the normal. Now we need to get the equation. So what would be the equation? It's just a concept from P1, like finding straight line equation. That would be what? Y minus, we know a point, the coordinates of a point which lies on the line L, so which is 8 and 5, right? The point P. So we can use these coordinates to find out the equation of line L. So y minus y1 equals to m is what? Negative 5 over 2 m times x minus 8. Now just you need to take it in this form, ax plus by plus c. Yeah. So what we can do multiply both sides by 2. So 2y minus 10 equals to negative 5x and then plus 14. Okay. So now take all of the terms on the left side. So we'll get 5x plus twice of y. It was plus 40 on the right. So if you take it to the left, it will be negative 50 equals to what? 0. Isn't it the equation they wanted? 5x plus 2y minus 50 equals to 0. That's it. Exactly, we got what the question asked for. Okay. Now, next, part B. In part B, the region R shown shaded in figure 3 is bounded by the curve, the x-axis, and the line L. We can see in the figure 3. So, use algebraic integration to find the exact area of R. We have to find out the exact area of the region R. So, let's see the figure. If you see the figure, you can understand that basically this region R can be divided into two parts for easily find out the area. How? Look, if you mark out this part under the curve, okay, using integration we can easily find out this area. Okay, so this is x equals to 8 and we need to figure out this x value. We can easily figure out this x value using what? The x-intercept, where it is intersecting the x-axis. So at x-axis what? Y would be 0, right? Y would be 0. So if y is 0, then what you will get the x value? X would be 7/4. That means if we integrate the equation of the curve between x equals to 8 and x equals to 7/4, we will get the area of this region, right? This region only. So remaining is which part? This part. Now you can see that this part is basically a triangle that is between the line L and the x-axis and the line x equals to 8. So then we can easily find out the area of this triangle separately. So let us find out the area of the area under the curve C. Under the curve. Okay. So for part B, what we need to find out? Area under the curve. Area under the curve. So under the curve, this is how much? This is just, we need to use what? Integration. So area under the curve, this is what? It is integration from 8 to 7/4, and then the equation is what? 4x minus 7 to the power what? Half. We need to integrate it with respect to x. Okay. So now which process we need to use for integration? It is integration using reverse chain rule. So how would be the integration? For integration, what we do? We add 1 with the power, right? In differentiation, we subtract 1 from the power. In integration, we add 1 with the power. So that's what we will do at first. So for x minus 7 to the power half plus 1, this is what? 3/2. Okay, we got the power 3/2. So we got the new power. Then use this new power to divide the coefficient. So what would be this? It will be 1. The coefficient was 1/3/2. And then differentiate the part within the bracket. This is 4x minus 7. So derivative of 4x minus 7 is what? 4. And use this derivative to divide the coefficient. So this will be what? 4. Okay, just opposite of the chain rule. In chain rule, we multiply the derivative of the part within the bracket with the coefficient. But here in the reverse chain rule, we divide the coefficient by the derivative of the part within the bracket. So we got the derivative. The upper limit is 8, lower limit is 7/4. Okay. So now what we can do? Simplify it. If you simplify it, what you will get? 1 over. It shouldn't be 1. 3/2 times 4. This is 6. So 1/6 times 4x minus 7. So 4x minus 7. Okay, so 4x minus 7 to the power 3 over 2. Okay, over 3 over 2. Okay, so the upper limit is what? 8 and the lower limit is 7 over what? 4. Okay, so now put the value. We got the x value is 8 for the upper limit. So if you put x equals to 8, what you will get? 4 times 8, this is what? Use your calculator to find out the value. So if you put 8 there, 4 times 8, this is 32 minus 7, this is what? 25. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 cube is 125 over 6. So 125, we got, okay, 125 over what? 6. Okay, 125 over 6, and then the lower limit is 7 over 4. So if you put 7 over 4, 7 over 4 is what? 7 over 4 is 7. So 7 minus 7, this is what? 0. So this is 0. This, that much, unit, what? Unit squared. That's it. So let's check. 8 times 4, this is 32 minus 7, this is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 cube is 125 over 6. That's fine. Okay. So we got the area under the curve. Now our next process is to find out the area of the triangle. So our next process is to what? Find out the area of the triangle. Okay, of the triangle. So what would be the area of the triangle? Okay, so the area of the triangle would be half times base times height, right? So we need the base, we know the height. Height is what? Height is the y coordinate of point P. The y coordinate of point P is what? 8. So we got the height, this is 8. It is 8. We got the height. Now remaining is what? The x coordinate. Sorry, the base. Base is what? The difference between the x intercept of the line and the what? X equals to 8. Right? So what's that x coordinate? We need to figure it out. So this x coordinate is the point where the line L is intersecting the x-axis, right? So at x-axis we know what? At x-axis, so at x-axis, so at x-axis we know what? Y equals to 0, right? So just put y equals to 0 into the equation. So if you put y equals to 0 in the equation of line L, what you will get? Y is 0, then 5x minus 50 equals to what? 0. So x equals to 10. We got the x coordinate, what? X equals to what? 10. We got the x coordinate, this is x equals to 10. So the base is 10 minus 8. Done. Okay, so what would be the area of the triangle? This is 4 times 2. This is what? 8. 4 times 2, this is 8 unit squared. Okay, we got the area. So area of region R, we need the area of region R, right? Area of R, what that should be? The sum of the two areas, right? Because we split it up the area into two parts. So 125 over 6 plus 8, that much unit squared. Okay, so what would be the value? Use your calculator to add up the sum. So 125 plus 48, this is 173 over 6. If I'm not wrong, this is 173 over 6. The area under the area of the region R, this is 73 over 6. So the area we got, this is what? 173 over what? 6 unit squared. Unit squared. Okay, so the area of the triangle we got 10 minus 8. Okay, 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 wait. The x coordinate is 8. This is fine. Okay, so the y, the height is not 8. That was a mistake. It should be 5. The height was 5, not 8. Okay, so the area of the triangle would be not 8. It will be what? 10 and a half. This is 5. Okay, so that should be 5. So 125 over 6 plus 8. So that should be 125 over 6 plus 5. It should be 5, not 8. Please correct it. So the correct answer would be what? 30 plus 125. This is 155 over 6. This is the correct answer. So we got the area of the region R. It is 155 over 6. Okay. The height is y equals to 5 there. The y coordinate of point P is 5. So height of the triangle is 5. Okay. So that's all about question number 6 from May 2024 P3 paper.